Studios, and today I'm picking up where I left off in The Long Dark game, Tales from the Far Territory, the new DLC. Actually in the Forsaken airfield at this point. I actually finally reached it, the one that's in the title card drop there. So yeah, I'll actually get to check that out. Get some actual new content in here. See what it looks like. A little concerned about my food situation. I've got 8 cattail stalks plus whatever tea I've got here. How's my fire looking? It's got 2 hours left in it. Whoops. Like I'm all well rested and stuff, and okay. Something I can do for 2 hours. Maybe do some mending of clothes or anything. Yeah, you're right. Clothes are in pretty good shape. Still would love to have a jacket. Darn it. How many? I've got 6 torches. 12 charcoal. Oh yeah, here we go. Let's map some stuff. Did I map? I haven't done any mapping yet, right? Ah. Okay. Map is out. Now there's some light. Okay. So I'm just in this narrow corridor here. Not much to see so far, I guess. How am I doing for water? Got 5 liters. Alright, let's just take some torches and let's get moving. Yeah, just get myself up to 10 torches, just for the heck of it. We got the inventory space for it, and this fire's just going to go to waste as it is. Pick up sticks. How much firewood have I got? I got 3 pieces of coal left, 5 stick. Oh, yeah, I definitely need more firewood. Shoot. Hopefully I find some more coal or whatever as I go along. I'm down 1/3 of my hit points, which isn't great. Hey, Sylph, welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I said like an hour ago I was going to set up for my stream at the end of your stream there, and I ended up getting caught up in other things, but I finally got around to it. Yeah, picking up my The Long Dark game. Shoot, when I had that fire, I should have warmed up the tea. I could have warmed myself up a bit. Oops. Oh well. Temperature's dropping rapidly. How cold is it? -20 there. Okay, maybe 10 torches was excessive. I'm just slowing myself down here. I got around to it, yeah. How round? Oh, you're being silly. And I'm in hypothermia territory now. Don't suppose there's shelter nearby. Oh wow, okay. Huh, alright. Okay, I don't like the sound of the wind picking up. Let's go back somewhere relatively wind sheltered and build another fire. Alright, fire right here. Use the... Is it a magnifying glass option? No, it's not. It's too... too cloudy, I guess. Too foggy. It's so rare that I have the option to use the magnifying glass. Oh well. Alright, throw some coal on there and then a few sticks. Hopefully that'll get some temperature here. Get that above 0, please. Thank you. Here we go. Yeah, I've got plenty of water. I don't need to melt the snow and acquire more water. Is there anything else I can do to pass time while I wait? Not really. I mean, too hungry to read. Yeah, maybe I'll grab a bite to eat and maybe I'll read for a bit while I warm up. Oh, okay, this fire's going for 2 hours. I'm down to the books which are unlikely to give me any benefit, quite frankly. Oh, actually, I should do this first. Survey local area. Okay. Doesn't tell me much about the surroundings, but whatever. Let's read about small arms. I did see someone like playing this. They did find a revolver, so there does exist a revolver somewhere. I know in previous versions there were no revolvers in at this difficulty level. Oh no! Oh, this is mean. No. Come on. Okay. Quick. Let's Okay, 7 minutes of fire, 7 minutes to warm up the tea. Yeah, that blizzard pulling in there just blew the fire down to. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to. I'm not gonna be able to see anything out there. The temperature really dropped. -9. Ugh. Oh, this is ugly. I'm gonna backtrack because I have no idea what's out there. I can't see anything, and it looks like I'm teetering over the edge of the cliff. It just looks super dangerous to be pressing on there. Can I spot? Can I find a spot that's warmer? I don't suppose the inside of that car that I saw back there is warmer. All right, hot tea, go. Gave me a bit of warmth. How far back was that vehicle that I saw? Yeah, because it's a total white out there. Like I can't see anything. This is not good weather for traveling. I mean, just kind of generally in this game, blizzards are the worst. Like, oh, they're the bunny bits I left behind. Now what the hell? If I'm heading back, I might as well carry them with me.
Sure getting cold.
Is it any better inside the vehicle? What's the temperature in here? -24. Okay, just thought it was worth a look. Okay, is it any better if I go? The vehicle doesn't even show on here. It's probably right here. So I'm probably like halfway between that spot where I... Gosh darn it. Okay. Hate having to backtrack like this, but I need shelter, and I don't know if there's shelter if I press on. But I do know there are buildings back this way. Even although I have to run for a fair bit to get there. So this is kind of annoying. It's a bit of a setback. There's a torch that I dropped earlier. You know, my health is rapidly taking down from the cold, but I can't start a fire to counter that, and it's also ravaging my clothes. It's just bad news all around. Oop. Just randomly wandered into the barrier between regions. Okay, so yeah, there's a blizzard here too.
My stomach feels like an empty pit.
But if I follow this road, it should go back to the train station. How's the weather here? -17. Okay, just curious. Yeah, if I follow this road, it should go back to the train station, and I can just hang out there until this blizzard passes. And maybe I can catch some bunnies while I'm here. Well, when I passed through here before, I did see a couple of bunnies in the distance, and I was like, oh, should I go that way or should I go this way? And I went this way first, which wasn't a bad direction to go in. It led to the Forsaken airfields and, you know, onward and more exploring, but I did kind of want to explore this region a bit more. Oh, great. The two roads diverged into Yellowwood. Which way? Okay. Langston Minefield 31. Okay, I don't know what those indicators mean, but I think it was this way. Okay, there we go. Let's just hang out in here for a bit. Is that a bed? No, it's just a random mat. Okay. 1 degree. Yeah, because all my clothing is wet. It's fine. Give it time. It'll dry. It'll get warm. It's all good. Right. Oh yeah. Why don't I drop the bunny pelt on the ground there so it can dry. And I can make a note that it's here. This survival game, I'm guessing. Yes, exactly. Yeah, survival crafting game. It's set in a it's a permanent post-apocalyptic winter in the frozen Canadian wilderness. The cave. Oh yeah, that cave. I remember. Never found that reishi mushroom there. So yeah, basically it's a constant hunt for any supplies you can. Like everything's abandoned. It's just you alone in the wilderness, sifting through like abandoned structures and stuff, scavenging whatever you can. Anyway, transfer pass. Okay, so I've left some. There's also. I just want to make a note that in the train station I left bunny pelt and guts so to remind myself to come back for them. And let's get some more food in me. And looks fun. Yeah, it is fun. It's got a steep learning curve. But once you figure out the basics and stuff, it's pretty fun for sure. We're at midday. Yeah. And from time to time the weather shifts. Sometimes the blizzard is a random event. Blizzards suck, as I mentioned. And yeah, let's just do some more reading, I guess. It's still blizzarding out there? Okay, let's read some more. How's the blizzard looking now? It's still blizzarding? Okay. Let's eat another cattail stalk. Yeah, you have those games suck nowadays. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny.
Man, I could eat anything.
I might end I might end up spending the night in this. Hey, I leveled up my revolver firearm ability. I'm now a novice with revolvers. Uh, you have a little more shooting experience under your belt. You can pick your targets and you know how to keep your revolver clean enough to fire. Recoil compensation increased by 25% to condition per pair action. Yeah, every time you perform actions, oh wow, I'm very close to leveling up cooking. Every time you perform actions, you can level up skills. You get improve your abilities over the game. Um, and also occasionally you find books which you can read to learn about stuff. All the books I haven't read yet here are like gun related things, and officially my understanding is this the highest difficulty level. There isn't supposed to be any guns in this. At least every game that I've played at this difficulty level, there haven't been any guns. But I'm told that this new version of the game they've relaxed that a bit. There are some like guaranteed guns in places, which can turn the tide in situations if you come across like a hostile like a wolf or a bear, or if you want to shoot a deer to get more food or a moose. I guess I'll keep reading.
I'm starving.
Guess I'll keep reading Firearms book. Is that Blizzard is still going? This is unfortunate. Okay, get 1 more hour and maybe before. You've got 4 meters to manage. Like you got your temperature, your tiredness, your thirst, and your hunger. If any of those hit 0, your health starts ticking down, and you have to have them above 0 to be able to read books. Um, so okay, I don't need to be carrying as much charcoal around. Let's drop that on the floor. Um, okay, why don't I grab some sleep? Where can I leave? Come on, there's got to be some spot I can set my bedroll down. There are rabbits out there. I was hoping to hunt some rabbits, but Blizzard is telling me otherwise. So okay, I'm gonna drink the birch bark tea. I need to get some calories in me before I sleep. And I'm gonna drink one of the reishi teas as well. Should I just sleep the full 10 hours, I guess? I'm about to hit starvation point. I don't think it can be avoided. So, sleep 10 hours. My health is going to start healing, and then it's going to start ticking down from hunger. But if I can get those... Okay, well, at least I didn't die during the night from the hunger. Okay, I'm well rested, and it's like... Is it still... Is this Blizzard still going? This is ridiculous. Okay, well... what else can I do to pass time here? Oops. Let's break these torches down. Get the sticks back. Might as well break down the lower condition ones as well. 21%. Harvest that. It's fine. At least I'm all warmed up now. But yeah, food situation is still worrying. The fact that I had to backtrack now is kind of bad news. So yeah, so I'm like sitting at 60% of my hit points. I don't, I don't think there's. I hate, like, I hate just sitting still doing nothing, but I don't think I have a choice at the moment. I have to wait for this blizzard to pass because I'm not going to be able to make any headway with anything. Like, I won't be able to find my way anywhere. So, pass time. All right, let's pass an hour. Does it look any better out there? Can I... My alertness meter is... crap. Okay, wow, I'm totally disoriented. Where am I? Closed door. What door was that? Where am I? Oh no. I'm totally lost and disoriented here. Can I just find a random patch of floor and just sleep 1 hour? Can at least get my, get my alertness meter back up to full. Woke up fully rested. You can only sleep if that meter isn't full. Okay. Pass another hour. I want to be able to see. Okay. Did I like stumble into the bathroom by mistake? It said closed door and I was like confused. Oh, okay. Anyway, okay, so I've lost like half my health. I haven't actually gotten to actually explore the Forsaken airfields so far. I'm hearing crows. Okay, they're just flying by, whatever. But yeah, I can't remember, was it this way? Like, it might have been up on the road over there. I remember seeing some bunnies. I was thinking, oh, maybe I'll hunt them later. And then I accidentally stumbled into the next region. I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'm exploring this way now. Was it? Okay. Maybe I should review my previous video. Were they on the tracks or were they on the road up there? I'm not seeing them now. Maybe they're up on the road. Because I would like to get some food in me here. There they are. Alright. Don't look if you don't want me to see me murder a bunny here. This is, funnily enough, it's you're the bunny in the... Ah, that was a bad shot. You know, in the Lunar New Year, Chinese New Year, whatever you want to call it. Oh, hey, he had some clipping issues there. How did that... Excuse me? That was weird. That bunny was a little bugged out. A buggy bunny? Seriously though, okay, it was just those two then. Hope they didn't run far. Okay, there they are. Okay, two bunnies, flat terrain. This should be an easy hit here. Come the heck on. It hit that snowbank and it threw off the trajectory. Oh, that sucks. Okay, now I'm freezing. I'm slowly freezing to death here. Actually, I'm rapidly freezing to death here. There you go. Get him. Get. No, grab him! Grab him! For a second there I thought I was going to get away. I didn't click on the right pixel. When they're stunned like that, you only have a few seconds to grab them before they get up and run away again. So, okay. Health is taken down. I need to get the second bunny fast. Don't like the position of that snowbank. There you go. Okay. Alright. There's a fireplace inside the station, right? I'm going to run in there and use the fireplace. Get in there. Okay. Before I do that, let's pick these things apart. I'm gonna do them in bits because you get more cooking experience that way. It takes longer, which is probably ill-advised, considering I'm starving to death at the moment, but in the long run, it works better this way, and theoretically, I mean, I'd like to assume I'm going to survive long enough for there to be a long run. This is me being optimistic. But yeah, I'm like pulling them apart like 0.1 kilos at a time. I'm told that elite, the long dark players frown on this strategy. But I mean, the game allows me to do it, and like each bunny bit, I got somehow I got 12 pieces of them out of there. Okay, I'm gonna light up a torch first. Actually, no. Before I do that, because I'm wondering, can I use the magnifying glass? Oh yeah, I could use the magnifying glass to start a fire. That way I can save the match. Matches are precious. It's one of those rare instances when I can actually use the magnifying glass. I'm going to take advantage of it, save a match. Again, I probably shouldn't do this when I'm freezing and starving, but because it takes longer. But okay, cool. And while that's going, okay, pull a torch out of that, and then use that torch to start another fire in here. Use the torch in my hand to start that fire.
Come on, little fella.
Oh, come.
Okay, that didn't work.
85% chance of success? Okay. I rolled a 1 to 3 on a d20 there. Okay. Throw some sticks in there. And we're gonna cook up a bunny bit and another bunny bit. I'm assuming it only allows me, yeah, it only allows 2 to be cooked at once. And while that's going, can I harvest some more meat from this? Okay, I'm just gonna do it in half kilo bits here. Okay, eat that up. Get some Yay, level 4 cooking. Cooking expert, nice. Okay, get these going, and while that's going, harvest some more meat.
Where can I find something to eat?
Pick those up. Is this all the... Are there any sticks nearby that I can just grab and throw on the fire? I'd really rather save the coal for later. Sticks? Any sticks? Any at all?
Gotta warm up somehow.
Stick, branch, anything? Okay. Just something that'll keep the fire going. It only has like 15 minutes of fire time in it. And that's not enough to cook up the rest of the bunnies.
Oh, so cold.
I'm back into a hypothermic state again. Oh yeah, I can break down the pallets for firewood. Yeah,
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy right now.
1 minute left. Uh, excuse me? Throw the sticks in there, thank you. No, don't. Ah, damn it. That is the actual worst thing I could have done. Ah, I did not mean to click on that. Ah, frig. Oh, that's stupid. Can I get a stick on there before the... Okay, screw it. I'm throwing coal on there. I need to save the coal for later, but I don't think I have a choice right now. Okay, yeah. That was unintentional, though. I mean, the taking torches out of the fire reduces the duration of the fire. I was trying to add fuel to it, not take it away. That's just a dumb thing to do. Like, taking away from the duration of the fire is the exact opposite of what I was trying to do. Okay, so these bunny bits will give me some nourishment. They'll keep me going for a bit. Let's break one of the torches down to a stick. The hell, let's break another one down. Need the sticks. For game mechanic reasons, you can't throw the torches you've collected right back into the fire. You have to break them down to sticks before you can put them in there. It isn't exactly logical, but it's that way for game balance reasons. How much time? There's 40 minutes left in the fire. Let's melt some snow, get some water going here. I'm gonna break one more down. Six torches will be plenty to be moving on with, I think. It isn't providing a huge amount of nourishment, but it'll keep me going for a while. As for the rest of the bunnies, I think I'm gonna just drop them. There's more to harvest from them. You can collect um, you can collect the guts and the hide, but I don't think I'm going to be doing that because I can't really afford the time it takes to do that right now because I'm rapidly starving here. Yeah, one piece of coal and 3 sticks. That's all, and the books, I suppose. That's all I've got in terms of burning things to burn. How's my clothing looking? 69%. Oh yeah. Um, get one more thing of water going. I think I'm gonna drop the jeans here. Like this is half a kilo. I do not need to be lugging that around. Um, Sports socks. I don't need to be carrying those around with me either. And I've got this extra hoodie here. So I'm wearing these two. I don't need it. I don't need to be carrying that around. It's just extra weight. Hmm. Got one reishi tea left and one cup of coffee left. I think I'm gonna cook up the reishi tea. Actually, I'm probably gonna find more reishi tea as I go. I'll cook the reishi tea. 15 minutes until boiled. 7 minutes in the fire. If I throw one more stick on there, that should do it. Okay. All right. Okay. Just want to make a note. Train station also has jeans, socks, hoodie. So if I ever need those at some point, I'll remember that they're there. Okay, light this up from the embers. Tea to go. Take the water with me, and away I go. Huh. Use torch. How do I get up there again? Alright, okay. Now that the blizzard has passed, maybe I can actually properly explore the Forsaken airfield now. The name, like Forsaken Airfield, doesn't sound like a region which is going to have a lot of food, but we'll see. Pick up sticks. I need as many sticks as I can get. Any firewood I can get at all, really. This is probably going to absolutely ruin this run. I mean, I'm below half my hit points. Um, I may like die trying to explore this new region, but this is what was introduced in the new content of the DLC, so I feel like I ought to check it out. Oh, is that? Oh no, that's just the wheel well. Never mind. For a second there, I thought that was something. Okay, temperature's low enough. I'm gonna drink the hot tea. Don't know how she's carrying around a cup of tea in her pack. just, just don't question it, I guess. How many stones do I have? Got 4. That's fine. All right. On to Forsaken Airfield. Let's see if we can actually explore this time and hopefully not get hit by another blizzard. How's the temperature here? Minus 11? Okay, well, I mean, it's better than minus 20. Okay, swap to the next torch. Every match is precious. Let's chain these together. So I'm reasonably warm at the moment. I'm only half tired. Got plenty of water, and you know, stomach's half full. In terms of those 4 meters, you know, doing decently well. I would feel a lot better if I had more food in my pack. I'm down to a single cup of coffee as that is my one single last source of nutrients that I've got. That's it. Do not like the sound of that wind picking up. If this turns into another blizzard, I'm screwed. Like that might as well just be game over. I can't afford to backtrack again, and I can't push forward in a blizzard in this place. Like I this has never been. I've never explored this before. Like I have no idea where anything is in any direction. Like I would be totally lost. It would be like totally pointless to push forward. I would be stumbling around completely blindly. Yeah, looking at that snowfall, it looks like it's turning into a blizzard. This is just the RNG going, haha, screw you. Like seriously? Seriously? Don't go blizzarding again. You just had a blizzard. Like what are you starting up another blizzard for? Like I know it's random, but like give me a fighting chance here. I'd like to make some non-zero progress. Like so far this session, I might as well have been jogging in place because I haven't been able to push forward. I haven't been able to do anything. At least I got the bunnies. That helps sustain me a bit, but whatever. Let's swap torches. My torch is probably going to blow out any second from that wind picking up, but whatever. Wow, this is very treacherous looking. Let's not fall off the cliff now. Let's see if we can make some headway. How does it look down there? It's a long way down. Wheelie's Turn. Okay. New location discovered. Ah, reishi mushroom. Hooray! I now have another source of nutrients.
I hate being cold, because I really do.
Those represent 60 calories each. Yeah. Temperatures dropping rapidly, and with how windy it's getting, I would feel a lot better about starting a fire if I could find a cave somewhere that's wind sheltered. Because if I start a fire anywhere around here,
It's so cold. I just want to lay down for a bit.
it's so windy that anywhere I start a fire is probably going to get blown out. Rose hips, okay. More calories, take them. Not very many calories, but it's better than zero. Better than starving. Anything over here? Is that a cave? That looks like a cave. Hooray. Now, here's where I game the system a bit. Okay, it's -8. If I take a step over here, still -8. And if I take a step over here, it's +6. Okay, so, and there's a little convenient little bit here. There's a granola bar. Okay.
Wait. I'm so cold. I'm warming up a bit.
Okay, use the torch in my hand to start the fire. Again, extend those matches as far as I can. I mean, I didn't even use a match to start this fire. I used the magnifying glass, and I've managed to carry it forward all this way.
Come on.
So that's kind of cool.
Perfect.
Okay, so temperature 5 degrees. I can probably get away with saving that coal then. There's a granola bar sitting on the ground there. Somebody else must have come through here. Is that a piece of coal I see? Excellent. Is that another piece of coal I see? Also excellent. We're just gonna hang out here and recover some temperature for a while. Got a couple of hours. It's midday. I mean, I was considering. You know what? Let's get a couple hours sleep. Don't like sleeping away daytime hours, but on the other hand, you know, I've got a full belly with all all that food I ate. Hey, temperature meter's all full now. Excellent. Okay, all right. Okay, how much water we got? 4.6 liters. Okay. Okay, let's prepare up the rose hips. And then we're gonna cook up the rose hips, and at the same time prepare the reishi mushrooms. Drink a bit of water. Don't like the state of the granola bars at 44%. I'm going to hold off on that, on eating that. Okay, let's throw throw a few sticks on there. Grab a torch. Just want to take a look in the back of the cave, see if there's anything else here. If there's any more coal, I don't want to miss it. And it's a little hard to spot when it's all dark and everything looks like it's the same color. Okay. I could just turn the brightness up in game, I suppose, but okay. This is fine. Yeah, I'm gonna save the granola bar for later. Alright, time to move on. All warmed up, reasonably well rested. It's late in the day. It's still sounding windy. Hoping my torch doesn't blow out. We'll see. Got some more coal, so there's that for that's available for keeping warm. How is my how many torches do I have right now? I've got 6. Okay. Oh, 6. One of them's at 4%. But hoping I find some proper shelter at some point. There's a battery in there, which I understand is useful for making ammunition, which might be... Oops, what am I doing? I need to check under the visors. Nothing there? Okay. Anything else? Anything in here? Nope. Okay. Anything in the trunk? Okay. That pry bar has not gained me anything so far. Well, that's not exactly true. I used the pry bar to force open the door in the previous region, so okay. Time to drink my hot tea. Don't extinguish the torch. Stop threatening to extinguish the torch. Okay. Okay. This looks so treacherous. How's the temperature? I'm wondering. It's minus 15. Okay. Like, I don't see any signs of shelter or civilization or anything. You know, aside from that one car there. The region is called Forsaken Airfield. I mean, that tells me I'm probably going to find an airfield at some point. So far it's too much Forsaken, not enough airfield. But whatever. Let's I'm gonna press on. I'm gonna see what's out there. I could have maybe I should have just tried to shimmy my way down into that canyon there, just mountain goat the way down. It's I might be able to get down there without serious injury if I'm careful. It's kind of dangerous, and I wouldn't know how to get back up again. but there might be a better chance of finding stuff down there. I don't know. I'm just trying to scrutinize everything and anything I can. The off chance of finding any possible supplies there might be. Getting lots of sticks. Got a nice collection of sticks now. Anything over here? Doesn't look like it? Okay. Got all this charcoal. I'd love to take a moment to sit by and survey the area. Maybe I should have done that while I was in the cave next to the fire. Yeah, oh well.
Trees.
Is that a bunny I see? Excellent. Okay, source of food. Okay. Oh, don't run too far. Darn it. Okay. Okay. Got 2 more torches left after this one. Let's keep the chain going.
Jeez, this is cold.
Okay, that guy's way the hell over there. Okay, that's one bunny. I'm down to my last stone. I'd like to... Where'd that stone land that I just threw? Frig. I don't know where it landed. And I only have one left. So with the other bunny, I can't miss. What are you doing up there? What are you doing up there? I don't think I can go up a hill that steep.
I've never felt so cold in my life.
I would like to get you before my torch burns out. Could you hurry it up down that hill, please? No, don't hang out in one spot there. What are you doing? Can I, like, circle around and, like, scare you further down? Hey, that was a heck of a shot. 2 bunnies. Alright, okay. Time to start a fire. Let's cook up these bunnies. And warm up. Because my temperature is very low. Is this suitably wind sheltered? Is this good enough? Just get right into the corner.
Drop any of this gear.
Come on, need a wind sheltered spot. Here we go, that's probably good enough. I haven't finished reading that. Whatever, just burn a stick. In principle, I don't want to. Oh, come on. In principle, I don't want to burn the books I haven't read yet, even though the chance of actually putting them to use is kind of remote.
Come on, little fire. Perfect.
So, -9? Okay, so it's not worth using coal on because I've got 33 sticks. Okay. Let's get some water going. And while the water's going, let's cut up these bunnies.
It's weak.
It's getting close to nighttime. Before I run out of daylight, it's probably wise to do another survey action. Need to figure out where I'm going to sleep as well. And there's like this question of should I backtrack back to that cave or should I press on and hope I can find something else? 6 minutes till boiled. I should be able to. That should be light enough for this. Okay, Rabbit Grove. All right. How's the other rabbit looking? Eat the cooked rabbit. Drink a bit of water. Break down these torches. Eat the bunnies. Not eating the granola bar until I'm sure of where I'm sleeping, on the off chance that it gives me food poisoning and I need to sleep it off. Never know with these things. You'd think that a commercially packaged granola bar, which is loaded with preservatives, would be safer to eat than a bunny you found out in the wild, but
Can't be far behind.
well, go figure. Okay, let's cook up the rage mushrooms 10 minutes, and in that time, can I... Okay, harvest some rabbit meat, and harvest some more rabbit meat. Yeah, so this area that I mapped out, this does not look like there's any shelter anywhere nearby. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I can prepare some more rose hips. Just eat up these bunnies. How are we doing for water? 4 liters. Okay. I think I'm okay for water for now. I do want more torches, so I'm going to take a whole pile of torches out of this. And I'm thinking if I can just set up a... There's an hour left in the fire. Oh, come on. An hour left in the fire, so I figure I can, you know, get an hour of sleep here. If it, oh, I found the specific pixel it's gonna let me. Come the heck on! I saw it. It flashed green for a second. Okay. Okay, 1 hour. 1 hour sleep. Go. So the fire should still be going when I get up. Because I need to pick up and move on. Okay, we're gonna heat up the coffee and we're gonna heat up the rose hips. And we're gonna break down this torch. And we're going to hope against hope that I can find a suitable shelter in this darkness. Because I don't trust this to be a safe place to stay overnight. Take a torch and we're gonna move on. We are pressing on. Got only got a quarter of my alertness meter there. About like a third of my health. I've eaten all of my food. Oh, not all of it. I still have a bit of rabbit meat left. Haha, oops. Neglected to eat these. Silly me. I'm carrying bunnies with me, which potentially attracts wolves and might be just generally unwise. In fact, you know, I'm gonna drop those bunnies here. Collecting hide and guts is not a priority at the moment. It is so oppressively dark. I cannot see anything. It might be prudent to go back to that cave. As much as I dislike the prospect of backtracking. Yeah, temperature's dropping rapidly. What's it at here? It's at -17. Okay, drink that hot tea. Or hot coffee, I should say. Yeah, I'm backtracking back to that cave. I hope I can find it. There's the... Take the charcoal, why not? Because the back of the cave went as high as 6 degrees, which, I mean, it's probably going to be colder during the night, but... maybe. Ah, shoot, where was it? Where was that cave? Anyway, as I was saying, maybe I can luck out that it'll be warm enough that I can actually spend the night in there. And
I
then,
feel my hands.
and then in the morning it'll be potentially... I'm getting stuck on the... Okay, how's that? Is this the rose hip tea still hot? Okay. Any temperature I can get. That was not very hot. Gave me a bit of warmth, not a lot. Hopefully it'll be enough to carry me back to the cave. I don't remember where the cave was. I'm just hugging the wall and hoping I spot it. Yeah, this may very well lead to my demise. Um, it was probably entirely premature to be exploring this area at all. I probably should have built up better collection of supplies to begin with. I was just eager to explore. Um, you know, I'll bring better collection of supplies next time. Was the cave on the other side of this fallen log here? I think it was. Now that I think about it,
Starting to feel numb.
like it's like briefly going like, did I pass it? Did I like walk right past it without realizing it? No, I think I'm on the right track. There's a torch they left behind. There's a car. How warm is inside the car? -6.
Oh, so cold. Does it think?
I'm just curious. Okay, I'm getting increasingly concerned. Health is ticking down from the cold. Where is that cave? Okay, yeah, remember there being rose hips by the entrance. I think this is it here. Here we are. Okay, so here's the cave. How warm is it in this cave? Like, in the entrance it's -11, and if I go to the back... Is it positive temperature? It's 3 degrees back here. Excellent. Okay, so... lay down... bedroll... Okay, I'm extinguishing the torch. How much do I trust this to stay warm? Oh, the temperature just as I extinguished the torch, the temperature dropped. Okay. Let's sleep 3 hours. Let's see how it turns out. I hope the temperature doesn't drop. Like like some part of me's temperature goes to go. Okay, great. Lie down for 10 hours. Go. But I might wake up dead if I do that. Okay, it's -3, but I get a bed warmth bonus of 5 degrees, so
Starving.
I'm eating the granola bar. Be hilarious if I got food poisoning from that. Okay. 3 more hours? Let's risk it. You got silent all of a sudden. Like, is that silent because I just died, or okay? It's -6. Okay. All right, I'm picking this up.
Sure getting cold.
How much firewood have I got? Okay, I got 23 sticks and 5 pieces of coal. I'm gonna start up a fire. Using up one of my precious remaining matches. And I'm gonna,
I could eat
oof,
anything.
like walking into walls here. Am I looking? I'm all disoriented. Which way is the entrance?
Come on, little fire.
Okay, extinguish the torch. It's 5. Just throw all the sticks in there. Break down the crappy torches. Let's throw 1 piece of coal on there. And if I can get a bit more calories in me, no, just sleep 4 hours. Okay, all warmed up, all starving. At least I've got some water content.
I'm so hungry.
Hit points are still at the halfway mark. Do I have anything else to cook up here? Do I have any other preparable things here? No? Okay. This reishi tea is the last of my calorie sources. Okay. Oh yeah, can I do this? Can I do this from here? Yeah. Survey local area from inside the cave somehow. Don't question it. Okay, so completely out of food. This reishi tea that I'm carrying is the last of my my calorie stores. Ooh, those rose hips? Oh hey, I missed some rose hips. How'd that happen? Okay, stand corrected. I have some more sources of calories, even if it's just a little bit. -20? Why? Okay. All right. I'm gonna press on as long as I can. I've got some pieces of coal, so those will help warm me up. So is that the airfield there? Okay, I think that became my destination. Okay. It looks a long ways away. I've got a lot of ground to cover if I'm going to get there. Yeah, considering just kind of mountain goating my way down there, but that looks incredibly dangerous. Alright, Reishi tea. Here we go. Warm myself up. Get some small amount of calories into my tummy here. Alright, let's make some progress here. Let's make some heckin' progress. For the moment, for this moment right now, my health is not ticking down. That got the last couple of pixels left of the food meter there, and then it resumes ticking down again. I'm making a deliberate choice to walk, not run, because to hold on to those last couple of pixels of food for as long as I can, because you use up your food stores faster if you're running. It also tires you out faster. Carrying too much junk also tires you out faster. How am I doing for that? I'm like 25 kilos out of 30. It's fine. Hey, there's a sign. There's a sign of civilization. Haha, no pun intended. Oh, look, and there's the torch that I dropped the previous night.
So hungry.
Shows how far I got. A little picture of an airplane indicating that the airfield is ahead, I guess. I guess I just need to follow this road. Also, gotta keep an eye out for anything and everything I can use. Reishi mushrooms, rose hips, bunnies, uh, ponds that might have cattails in them for the edible cattail stalks.
Always making my head feel big.
So yeah, basically right now I'm looking off to the side to see if there's anything worth taking a detour for, and here we are. This trailer here might have some supplies in it. I'm going to check the vehicle first. Anything under the visors? Nope. Anything in the glove box? Nope. Anything in the seats? Nope. Okay. Nothing there. How about this vehicle? Oh, what's all this? Coal! Excellent. Okay. So I'm not going to freeze. Okay, this is all disassembled. Whatever. What have we here? Dog food? Soda? Okay. Let's get inside. How's temperature in here? 11 degrees, cool. Oh, ruined soda. I'm guessing that means it's not safe to eat, or drink rather. I mean, I suspect that once it hits 0%, that means it's guaranteed, you know, guaranteed to give you food poisoning. So I think it's best if I don't chance drinking it. Hmm. Debating about workbench. Okay. I can make fish hooks. Do I want to do some fishing? Probably going to want to do some fishing at some point. Okay, I mean, I've got this torch going. Do I want to extinguish the torch and then hang out here for a while, or use the torch to start a fire and warm up that way? Probably better if I just hang out here for a bit. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna extinguish the torch and can I break these things down? I can. How am I doing for firewood? 17 sticks, 11 pieces of coal. If I'm gonna be out in the wilderness for a while, I wouldn't mind having more coal. It's midday, so it's not the best time to be sleeping, especially because my alertness meter is nearly full. I need to budget my food. Okay, I'm gonna risk eating the dog food. Hope I don't get food poisoning. Okay, I'm fine. And I'm gonna grab an hour of sleep to help warm up. Okay. Let's break down these torches while I'm here. Not because there's any particular need to do it right now, but I could just rather actually. You know, before I proceed any further with that, can I just do a quick survey of the area? It's taking weirdly long to load. Just do a quick survey of the area. Oh wow. Oh, oops. Okay. Oh, temperature really plummeted while I did that. Oops. That might not have been the best choice. Okay, did that little mapping session tell me anything? Okay, it tells me there's a rabbit grove here. I guess this road continues. It looks like it circles around. Presumably it circles down to the bottom of that cliff, and it goes to that airfield that I saw in the distance at the bottom of that chasm there. No, neat. Just see all the areas that I mapped. This is the Mystery Lake has the most map because I had found that Vista location. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna I'm gonna read a bit, just for the purpose of warming up,
You know, I think about his food.
and then I'm going to see about finding those rabbits. Although I'm gonna check out what's in this vehicle first, if anything. Oh, what have we here? Polaroid. An old photo. There is a scribbled text scribbled on the back with details on a Great Bear Island vessel location. Oops. I meant to read it before picking it up. Ugh. Great. I have to go into my. Where's the Polaroids? Mystery Lake for. Where's the Polaroid for the one that where's the one that I just picked up? I meant to read it before. Okay. I meant to read it before picking it up, and apparently that doing it in the wrong order means I can't read it, and I have no idea what it says. It gives a clue as to where it is. Okay, whatever. Can I zoom this out? Okay. It's way up there. Okay. If I can get way the heck up there, that would be great, I guess. Is it still freezing out here? It's minus 19. Okay. Wouldn't it be cool if I could find a jacket? That would be so cool. Some kind of coat, something, you know, to keep me warm and stuff. Where are these bunnies I was promised? It said Rabbit Grove on the thing. Got a good collection of sticks. I was hoping for a better collection of bunnies.
Gotta warm up somehow. I'm not sure I can carry much more.
There's a bunny.
If I don't warm up soon.
Of course, didn't spot him until I hit the hypothermia range. Find that right pixel. There we go. Hey, slay a rabbit. Hey, what a fitting arrival right after as I slay a rabbit. uh, okay, are any of the can I
My God, eat soon.
maybe okay, just wondering if there's a suitable wind shelter place to start a fire. I'm gonna go inside here to warm up and cover up the bunny at the same time. Female protagonist time? Yes. Figured I'd mix it up. I played as the male protagonist last time, so just thought I'd do something different this time. So let's carve up this bunny and warm up at the same time. And yeah, I'm continuing to explore the new region. This like the world map. Yeah, the world map. I can't go to the other section of the world map? Okay. Um, yeah, this is the new region, which is it is available via DLC. So this is all new stuff I haven't explored before. So I don't know where anything is. So I'm just kind of slowly trying to figure all that out. Um, I'm gonna pass time warming up by breaking down some stuff into firewood here. Because nighttime is coming up. Yeah, let's break this thing down too. So I'm all warm. Okay, what's take it that he died. Oh yeah. How did he die? How did that game end again? Oh yeah. I got a little cocky with the bow and arrow, and I overshot when a wolf was coming at me, and he did me in. Oops. Oh well. Um, I'm nowhere near being able to get a bow and arrow this time around. For one thing, I need a hack. First of all, I need a hacksaw so that I can cut down some saplings to turn into the bow and arrow. The lack of hacksaw is holding me back at the moment. And I do not have much in the way of. Okay, I've got lots of stuff to burn. Got plenty of fire starting capabilities. I'm short of food, unfortunately. So I'm trying to ration my food. I'm sitting here at starvation level. What's this? Lantern fuel. Oh, okay. I guess I might as well put that in the lantern then. Fuel it up. Cool. Good to know I have a backup light source. So it's approaching nighttime, and I'm debating: do I want to press on, or do I want to? I want to start a fire to cook up the bunny that I just got. Can't start a fire indoors here. There's no fireplace. Like, there's still some daylight left. I don't want to waste it, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know. If I think I want to come back to that trailer and sleep in the trailer because that's the only sign of shelter I've found in this region so far. Everything's been rocks and trees. We got rocks and trees and trees and rocks and rocks and trees and trees and rocks. We got rocks and trees and trees and rocks and rocks and trees and trees and rocks and water. It's a random arrogant worms reference there. Mostly just trying to tire myself out here so I can sleep away the night more. If I knew there was more shelter coming up, then I'd gladly press on, but I don't know. I have no idea how far nearest shelter is. So it's, yeah, I don't know. Okay, how about this? Why don't I go up on this hill here? Okay, while there's still some light, let's survey. I'm gonna like freeze my buns off while I'm doing that. And then run back to the trailer. And call it a day. Actually, before I even run back to the trailer, let's
God, yeah. Freezing.
actually no, before I hold on. Can I use the magnifying glass? I cannot. It's again. Okay, whatever. Fine, use a match. 62 sticks? I guess you can't see the number because my webcam image is in the way. Yeah. Anyway, how are things going with you, Slayer Rabbit?
One little fire.
Still making progress in your story?
Today.
Nice, 15? Okay. So as long as I put more than 15 sticks in there, it'll warm me up. Let's put 30 sticks in there. That's probably overkill. I'm just trying to get rid of some weight. Cook these up. And while they're cooking, let's prepare up the rose hips they just collected. And then cook that up, and then cook up the tomato soup. And while that's going, prepare up some more rose hips.
Feels like night is coming.
Eat up the bunny. Eat up the tomato soup. I don't have any reishi tea left. It's probably inadvisable to drink the ruined Summit soda. Um, I mean, I've got antibiotics if I decide to. I don't know. Let's cook up the rose hips. Like, it only provides 250 calories. Am I willing to risk getting food poisoning just for 250 calories? I think if I hit level 5 cooking, it says it makes you immune to food poisoning. That's the description says. So maybe if and I'm part way through that, if I can get up to level 5, maybe I can drink it then. Am I willing to lug around that much, that extra quarter kilo until then?
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Is that 8 torches? Yeah. On the other hand, I am also trying to like tire myself out so I can sleep through the night. So, you know what? What the hell? Let's call this an experiment. Let's drink the ruined soda. Does it automatically give me food poisoning? Okay, it didn't. I'm apparently fine. So I don't know what ruined means in this context then. How am I doing for water? 2.73 liters? Let's get some more water going. And what the hey, let's harvest up some bunny guts. I probably am not going to be returning through here in time to make use of them. But, you know, I'm here, the fire's here, the bunny's here. What the hey? It's if nothing else, it's carcass harvesting experience. $4.73 liters? Is that a good amount to be carrying on with? Okay. So I'm going to walk back to the trailer. Bit of a waste of the 2 hours duration of the fire there, but whatever. Like I said, trying to tire myself out a bit so I can get all of the sleep done in one sitting, because I'm told that you heal more if you get the sleep done in one go. Where was that trailer? It was over here, right? Wasn't that far, right? There it is. Okay, let's drink up one of the teas, just that little bit of nourishment it provides, because that's the last of the calories I've got for a bit. Yeah, sleep as much as you can. Don't think I'm gonna get the full 10 hours because I'm not tired enough for it. Okay, so I got some hit points back, so that's cool. Oh yeah, and I can
Die if I don't get some food soon.
so Forsaken airfield. Time to make a note. Airfield. Trailer, bunny pelt, and guts. All these notes. Am I going to survive long enough to put any of them to use? Who knows? Okay, so it's still kind of dark. 2 hours to smash it with the hammer. Is there enough light to smash it? Yeah, I didn't think so. It requires light to break down with a tool. I went, oh, actually. I'm like, I don't want to waste a match lighting up, but I've got this thing here, so I can just use that as a light source. Just want to pass a bit of time. I wanted to find that crate. Oh, now there's enough light to smash. Smash with the hammer. Anyway, all right, let's get a move on here, I guess. Minus 17. Sounding kind of windy too. But I do want to get a move on. Yeah, I got 2/3 of my hit points, which isn't great, but you know, I was doing worse before, so eh, this is fine. Do not like how windy it is. I hope I can find a cave or something and start a fire, or at least somewhere suitably wind sheltered. Because I've got tons of stuff for starting fires, but if I can't start a fire, then because it's too windy, then that doesn't do me any good.
I need to find some place to escape this cold.
Hmm. Hell. Okay. Is this wind sheltered enough?
This is so cold. I just want to lay down for a bit.
Like, if I just go into this corner here, like if I try to plunk a fire down there, is it gonna let me? Okay. Well, let's give it a whirl. Actually, again, before I hold on, before I do that, I doubt this will work. But magnifying glass? Oh, what do you know? Okay. Hey, use the magnifying glass. Great. I don't have to start the fire. I don't have to worry about wasting a match. If the fire starting fails, then nothing lost. No resources used. That's handy. Cool. Temperature -16, so I need at least 16 sticks in there. Got 29, so this is fine. Sure hope this fire doesn't blow out. I mean, it's
Evening is dawning.
it's surrounded on 3 sides. It should theoretically be impossible for it to blow out. I mean, it would go against the concept of how wind works if it blows out. You know? Like, in order for... Oh, there's a dead guy nearby. In order for wind to occur, the air has to be moving from one place to another place. Like, why would... There's no reason for wind to pass through here, because there's nowhere for the air to go. It would not make sense for this fire to blow out. But I have seen the game do that, and it's like, how did that fire blow out? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any logical sense. Okay, can I grab an hour's sleep? Um, hmm. Hmm. This rosehip tea is the last of the calorie options I've got. Okay. I mean, if I grab an hour, it'll warm me up. But go for it. My health is taken down from the starvation, though. Which is concerning. It's got nothing, yeah, nothing to cook except this one little lonely rosehip tea. carrying all these whetstones with me. I should have left them behind. At least, at least left some of them behind, because I've got nothing to sharpen with them. Oh well. Okay, time to press on. Okay, yeah, I was afraid of that. Wind blew the torch out. I saw. Map says there's a body here. Oh, I think it might be down at the bottom of the. It might be down there. Wouldn't it be hilarious if when I was just looking right now, I just like walked right off the edge of the cliff? That would be hysterical. Here I am compulsively picking up sticks again, even though it's probably not the most advisable thing. I just collected a bunch of firewood. I bet all that reclaimed wood from breaking the furniture down. Don't need to go out of my way to pick up sticks. Okay. Drink the hot tea. This is the last of the calories I've got. It also warms me up. Oh, now the wind dies down. Part of me is tempted to go back and try to pick up another torch out of the fire, but nope. Enough backtracking, more than enough backtracking really. I'm going to press on. I am curious about that stream down there. Presence of a stream could indicate the presence of cattails, which would mean food. I do not see cattails down there. Darn it. Okay. Alright, pressing on. Oh right, I should probably avoid running too, so that I don't use up those last few calories I've got. Ooh, I hear a wolf in the distance. There's another airplane sign. Oh, it's pointing that way. Well, what's this way? Oh, 2 roads diverge into yellow wood again. Well, shoot. Darn, heck. Do I want to take the time to map this? It's minus 21. I'm gonna die. I need to move on. Okay, now my food meter's at the bottom, so I might as well run. Okay, now there's some buildings and stuff over there. Shoot. Okay, so yeah, those are the buildings that I saw when I was up on top of the cliff, I think. Like I could follow the road, but I'm gonna just cut across here. I'm just gonna go straight there because temperature's dropping. Ah, there's some cattails.
Did I say I hate being cold? Because I really do.
Okay. Yeah, so food is the one thing I've been really concerned about at present, but okay. Got some food for a bit. Wonder if it's worth following along the river that way to see if there's any more. That's 6 stones. That's plenty.
Wait. I'm so cold. I'm warming up a bit.
But yeah, wondering if it's worth following along there to see if there are any more cattails. I don't know. Well, let's go to the big building first. That seems like the most likely place to be able to warm up. There's a man's beard like in there. I mean, I came all this way to the Forsaken Airfield region. I better darn well see an airfield. Oh, hey, it's a helicopter. That's neat. What did that say? Camber Aviation. Huh. Can I enter the helicopter? I can? Really? How's the temperature in here? Minus 11. Search locker? Wait, what? Oh, there's a locker there. Okay. And another locker over here. It's kind of neat. Okay, but let's get out and go somewhere warmer. It's neat to check out the vehicles, but I really need to get inside. Here we are. Restricted area. Is this openable? There we go. Get in here before I freeze to death. How's temperature looking? 1 degree. Man, like the clothing that I've got is just barely letting me hang on. Is there anything worth patching up? Maybe like that. The ear wrap will be worth
This will come in handy.
patching up soon, I think. Okay. Another helicopter. Some charcoal, as if I don't have enough. Cloth. Oh hey, 30 minutes to get 5 pieces of cloth. I could actually do with some cloth. I'm gonna take it. Is it crate? I wouldn't mind smashing that down, seeing if there's anything inside it. It's hard to see anything, but I don't really want to use the fuel in this thing. I'm gonna go for it. Let's just want to be able to see stuff. Don't want to miss anything. Could be all manner of supplies in here. If I can find a hacksaw, that'd be amazing. Again, that's the one key thing. That I've been missing this whole game. Desolation Point ad. There's a picture of wolves. Guess it's a common sight out here. More wood. Some scrap metal. More scrap metal. That's cool. Hey, if I don't find a hacksaw, I might find enough. I can smash down the brooms into firewood. Um, like how much metal I got? I got 8. That's enough to build myself. Um, I can make myself an improvised knife and improvised hatchet. Oh hey, Turbojet84, welcome to the stream. Greetings. I've just started watching Death Run Season 10. Cool. How's the stream going thus far? Best of luck finding a hacksaw. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I've entered a new area. This is the new content, the Forsaken airfield. This is the new region which was introduced in the latest DLC for this game. So this is like never before seen stuff. So I have no idea what's around here. I just found my way to I found my way to the airfield in question.
Thanks.
Hey, food. So yeah, so that's kind of neat. There's a helicopter here, and an airplane. It looks like an old crop duster kind of thing. Search hatch. Nothing in here. I can enter it. Vroom vroom. Let's go fly. Let's take off, eh? One of these must make it lift off. I guess it's not that kind of game. That's fine. That does not necessarily mean that I'm leaving the stream by the... Okay. That's cool, that's cool. Currently creating the description of the big club members. How much do you think your character would give to be on 4546p? Well, as long as it isn't this cold. Try not to ram the doors on the way out? Okay. So, extinguish. I'm trying to leave the vehicle. There we go. Yeah, so I found a little package of jerky, and I got some cloth. That's about all that I found so far. I mean, come on, there's got... This is the kind of place I would expect or hope to find a hacksaw, because a pry bar. I've already got one of those. I don't need more than one pry bar. This is the room I just looked in, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, I don't want to use up all of the fuel in my lantern. I wonder if... Where's the door? I wonder if I can I step outside? Try to... Oh, the hangar does... Oh, okay, I get it, yeah. Yeah, that'd be funny. I just want to step outside a moment. Can I start a fire with the magnifying glass? There you go. Use the magnifying glass, that way I can save my matches. Because it just happens to be sunny enough to do that. And then I can light a torch and use that as my light source. Excellent. Take a torch. And then grab another... Oh. I was about to grab another torch. Okay. Oh dear. Can I... Oh, don't tell me the torch blew out. Come on. The torch... Ah. Oh, that's... Okay, I guess I was a little too greedy in trying to pull out two torches. Just as I was about to get the second torch, the fire blew out, and then
I've never felt so cold in my life.
oh, come on. Oh, crouching. Um, which way is the wind blowing? If I go around the side of the building, where's wind sheltered, and start a fire there, can I? Forget it. Whatever. I'll just keep using the lantern. I would much rather save the fuel for the lantern. Darn it. Oh well. Let's take a look what's over here. I could also just, use a match and light the torch that way. I want to save those two. I presently don't have any means of refueling the lantern. Oh, accelerant? Okay. Be good if I need to start up a fire in an emergency situation. What do we got here? Somebody's suitcase?
I think I can use
Oh. Another sweatshirt? How's it? 64%, 78%. Okay. Yeah, I'll take it. Seems like the better option. Nothing here? Dry erase board, dry erase markers. Okay, nothing in here. There's a basement level. Oh, no, don't smash the table. Before I go down there, out of sheer optimism, I want to try one more time. Going from hypothermia to hyperthermia? Oh, I'm far from hyperthermia. Imagine your character would even rather be in the engine room of the Cyclops. Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah. So which way is the wind blowing? It's blowing...
Die if I don't warm up soon.
Like, is this suitably wind sheltered enough for me to use the magnifying glasses? I'm probably being silly doing this. I'm sitting out here in the cold, my health ticking down from hypothermia, just so I can save a match. I'm being foolish. It's not worth those hit points I'm losing to the cold. It's like, as soon as I got around the corner, it blew out immediately. Ah, whatever. At least I gained experience lighting the fire. Okay, you know what? Screw it. I'm using up a match. And let's see what's down in the basement. This goes rather further down than I would have expected, all things considered. Okay, so like workbenches, what's this? A memo? Read text. Welcome, associate. Here at Field 31, we take pride in being a pilot's best resources in the wilderness. From refueling to resupplying to a hot cup of coffee, our goal is to be a welcome way station for all visitors. From time to time, sensitive and hazardous cargo will pass through our hands, and we need to make sure all precautions are taken to safeguard it while it's in our care. Your supervisor will direct you in all work tasks that may or may not intersect with such cargo. Otherwise, It's nothing field associates need to concern themselves with. This is for your safety. Similarly, any off-field visitors you may see handling unlabeled cargo are not to be engaged or noted in any way. Their clearance is pre-checked before they arrive. We hope you find your work at our little outpost rewarding. Day shift supervisor. That's a hit. What was that noise? That's an odd noise. Um, anyway, I was just going to say, it sounds like there's some kind of shady dealings going on. They're saying it. Okay, no, this is weird. Aurora Borealis? At this time of day, at this time of year, localized entirely in the hangar basement? Can I see it? No. Uh, going from hyper. The sea dragon has left the seas at 45 speed. Huh. Um. Yeah. Okay. This is weird. This is quite odd. The lights came on. Like, why? Why would there be power at all? There's lots of cloth here. I want to collect more. I want to collect more cloth. Hey, cool. Nice. I'm hearing a beeping noise. Does that come from the plane? Is this some kind of supernatural thing? This does not seem to be in keeping with the way the game normally operates. Lots of coal. Okay. A forge. Oh. Oh, I can. This coal and this coal and the metal that I've got. I can make myself some improvised tools. Um, hmm. I still want to find a hacksaw. If I can find a hacksaw, then I can get some extra pieces of metal, and I can make more stuff. Because I've got, wait, how much coal have I got? I've got 19 pieces of coal. I only need 7 coal to get the forge hot enough to start crafting tools with it. Affliction insomnia risk? Wait, what? What do you mean insomnia risk? I've never seen that come up before. You risk insomnia by spending time inside the Glimmer Fog? What? Avoid the Glimmer Fog or find an underground location to lower the risk. Glimmer Fog? What? Is this a new thing introduced in this version? Is this some... Okay, I don't want to venture outside. It's going to blow my torch out immediately, I'm sure. And then I will have wasted the match. I'm gonna continue hanging out here. And these are offices. This is not a place to find a hacksaw. Either that or a bone shark, maybe a stalker. I... The baseball? The monitor's flickering too. Like, Glimmer Fog, like what is this? Is this a randomized event that's localized to this region or something? Like, it says in some... Ooh, that's nice. A new toque? 98% condition too, wow. That's a nice toque. Okay, that's the staircase. Like, I don't know. Like I'm wondering, is this glimmer of fog effect? Is this find an underground location? Well, I mean, surely going down the stairs into that weird basement was under plenty underground. Oh, there's a little stuff there. That's neat. There's a trash can. Did anyone throw it at a hacksaw? No? Okay.
I'll take it.
Another sewing kit? Okay. More scrap metal. Cool. So somehow forcing open a locker with one hand while holding a torch. Don't know how that works. Okay, I've already checked that. This is so eerie. Some more cloth. How much cloth did I got? Got 9? Okay. 24 minutes to get 4 pieces of cloth. Wouldn't mind getting some cloth. You need a bit of cloth to make the improvised tools. There's a door on the upper level. I'm tempted to step out there, but I still hear the wind howling out there, so... More scrap metal? Okay, maybe I don't need a hacksaw. I wanted the hacksaw so I can, cut stuff up to get some extra scrap metal so I can make more tools. But maybe I've got enough scrap metal just from the stuff I found lying around. Aha! Ketchup chips. More painkillers? Bandage? Sure. I might put that to use. Some reclaimed wood. What's this? There's a marine flare in the sink? That's a weird place for it. Just take some water out of the toilet tank. They have the showers set up here. This is
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Oh, have I reached that point? Oh wow, I did not realize how loaded down I am. Oops. Ooh, more chips. Woo.
Oh, lucky day.
Granola bar. There's a fridge, so maybe there's cooked rainbow trout. Wow.
I could use
And
this.
a full jug of maple syrup? Oh, that's amazing. I'm still trying to ration the food, but okay. I'm tempted to just chug that syrup now. So we got an appreciable collection of food now. That's kind of cool. Nice, very nice. Oof, I'm really loaded down here. Okay, that's the staircase back down, but it looks like there's one more room, and then I think I can call this place fully explored. How's that glimmer fog risk, or insomnia risk? It says find somewhere underground. Like, is... Okay, drink up the water. Okay, you know what? Okay, let's start eating this stuff up here. Just eat it all. Eat up all the people food here. Just chug the whole thing of maple syrup. just wash it all down with maple syrup. Why not? So yeah, that got rid of some weight. I'm moving so slowly because I'm so weighed down. Where's that beeping coming from? Is that coming from the plane? This is so eerie. It sounds like it's coming from this plane. There doesn't seem to be anything to interact with here. No, don't extinguish the torch. Okay, whatever. Oh, there's another hatch to search. Yeah. That means there's probably a second hatch on the other side of this plane too, because I only searched one of the hatches, right? I searched that one already. Yeah. Syrup must grow on trees over there? Haha. Very funny. Well, I suppose it grows, you could say it grows in trees. The door closed itself behind me, that's eerie in itself. Okay, so is this insomnia risk thing, is it continuing to take up while I'm down here? Oh no, it's going down. Okay, good. In that case, I'm gonna go to sleep here. I think. Okay, so just extinguish the torch. And I was gonna say, is there anything to pass the time? Okay, let's just break these things down. Pass as much time as I can. And then the current plan is sleep, get myself fully rested, and then once I'm fully rested, fire up the forge and make some stuff. So I think that'll be a neat thing to do. Got so much stuff here. Okay. Right. Okay. You can probably, you know what? If I'm trying to pass time and exhaust myself, because I want to get myself my alertness meter down to a level where I can sleep for 10 hours straight. So let's pass time reading a book. Wait, this is 0 to 5 hours. This is 3 to 5. Okay, yeah, let's finish reading this book first. And then one more. Okay, insomnia risk is continuing to tick down. Very cool. Shall I read some more? While there's still some light?
I need to find a place to rest.
Insomnia risk healed. Okay. Okay, 2.5 hours into the stream. I'm actually wondering, this might actually be a good time to leave off for the day. That's okay. This is perfect. Sleep 10 hours straight, just as the night's starting. 10 hours later will take me to the next day. I can wake up fully rested and with the day starting, and then I can, I've got enough nutrients and stuff. I can use this time to, fire up the forge, get myself an improvised hatchet and hatchet and what do you call it? Improvised knife. And there will be enough metal left over to make 4 arrowheads, which I'm going to be lugging around with me for a long time until I can find the means of building a bow and arrow. But whatever. But yeah, progress is made. Okay, like it was feeling kind of dicey for a while there, like especially when I got caught in that blizzard at the beginning. But I made some progress. I actually made my way to the airfield, which was advertised so heavily in the DLC material and so on. But yeah, I'm feeling a lot better about how the game is going. So that's cool. Anyway, I've only got 2 viewers at the moment. Let's see if there's anyone worth rating. Once again, this thing, when you hit the raid button, for some reason, it doesn't show everyone who's online at the moment. Let me just pull up the other listing here. Bear with me. Yeah, there's just a ton of people streaming here. Yeah, I can Growleron Gaming is
see better.
Streaming right now, and he's playing the Long Dark End. Oh, and Alice Fantastic is also playing, and she's playing Subnautica. Actually, there are a bunch of people playing. I wouldn't mind rating. I'm gonna rate Liz the Fantastic. She's I'm interested in watching her Subnautica stream anyway. Subnautica's always fun to watch. So yeah, another survival crafting game, and she's cool. Anyway, yeah, okay, all right, that's what we're doing. We're gonna give her a raid. I just lost a viewer. Okay, so I'm down to 1 viewer. But this is fine. Oh, it says 2 viewers for raid. Okay, that's fine. If one is only one, it feels like it's like, is there any point in rating? But whatever. Anyway, that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Until next time.